So, some guardrails against segregation have been dropped. It's a good thing, too, right? We have to make sure that we prioritize merit over mandates. Is America great now? Let me help you understand a little about meritocracy. It is not what you think it is. The effects of effort and talent. A few years ago, I decided to enroll my daughter into one of those tutoring services that you see all over town in the big cities. She was struggling in a class that I'd always struggled with, so enrolling her was more help than I could have ever given. When we went in for the interview, we learned something surprising. I don't know who we expected the tutors to be. She would have one-on-one teaching from an actual school teacher, teachers who understood the curriculum, teachers who knew how to prepare for the advanced placement classes she was enrolled in, teachers who had techniques to ace the standardized tests. After she did her entrance test to the center, we were given a binder filled with an action plan for that year. What they recommended was a bargain at $15,000. Please know that my pearls were clutched. We enrolled her for a month of 2 after-school sessions. My shy kid began thriving. She not only improved in math, she developed across the board. Once we understood the benefits of tutoring this way, we signed her up for the rest of the year. At the end of that year, not only had she improved her grades, she'd improved her AP test score results. She went from scoring 3s and 4s to earning 4s and 5s. And these scores mattered in a huge way. Apart from weighing her grade average, she was able to apply the classes that she tested 4s and 5s in to college credits. Additionally, she earned a full scholarship for college. These results were definitely because of her effort and her talent, but without the investment that her dad and I put in, she wouldn't have been this strong. The teachers helped her to understand curriculum in a different way. They also taught her to process what she had taken in more efficiently. So when you think about meritocracy and how it's applied, ask yourself, is it truly a reward for merit, or does it actually reward wealth and privilege? Before tutoring, she was working hard, quite hard in fact. She was staying up way too late at night trying to understand and practice the concepts she was being taught. She was still coming home with C's in this class. After being tutored, she was back to all A's, back to finishing homework before she made it home from school. Those tutoring sessions have stuck with her well into college, and she aced statistics because of the techniques she learned with her tutors. It's easy to think that someone else is stealing the jobs, but in a system where you have to spend thousands in order to be competitive, we have to take a look at the real culprit. It was a hard choice for me to take money that I could have used to pay towards my student loans. I had to choose who gets to pay towards that forever plan. She was in a situation where we could make her life less difficult, so that's what we chose. All in all, I spent over $18,000 over 15 months. She spent a full summer learning techniques that she uses every single day. Had I spent that money on my loans, they'd probably be paid off now, yes. But in the world of meritocracy, I had to make sure my pumpkin was equipped. True meritocracy is where effort and talent and investment pave the way to prosperity. But where should the investment come from? Should it be a part of the education that the students are getting in school? Things are on a fast track to get worse because the money that was supposed to go to your school is being funneled away. It's being funneled so that Blythe and Jasper pay less for their elite education. Also, so that Bunny and Mitchum can pay less in taxes. In a meritocracy, everyone is supposed to start on equal footing. But I'm telling you, this field is tilted to one side. Ivy League slots go to legacy kids and donor families, not the brightest student. They got private education that focused on gaming the system. These kids, their parents are running the companies that we work for, and they're squeezing every ounce of productivity from us. And when the profits go up, through our efforts, we don't get a raise. Investors, they get the increase in dividends. Executives, they get the bonuses. We get a performance review that states that we meet expectations, but not enough to raise our salary. Your talent is exploited, not rewarded. They are paying politicians to blame immigrants for stagnant wages. But who hired those immigrants? Immigrants fill in labor gaps in farms and construction, even in tech, and they take the jobs that corporations won't pay Americans living wages to do. Meritocracy has been hijacked. We need a system where hard work, talent, and grit decide your worth, not your bloodline. The system we're in is designed to funnel all the money to the top, and that's why you're not thriving. The people who have created the system are convincing people that poor people are the blame. All the while, rich people are robbing you blind. Somebody watching this video will hate me solely because of what I look like. That I was only hired at Tesla because of the way I look. And that's sad. I'm not sad. It's their loss. What's sad is the person likely doesn't realize who they really should be angry with. It's time to segregate from the real problem, the wealthy, the ones who don't pay you your value, the ones who extract so much from the country but don't want to pay their taxes needed to cover what they've already taken. I almost didn't get this video up. I struggle with vertigo sometimes, and I've had the spins for a couple days now. I try hard to take care of it holistically, but this one needed medicine, and the medicine is like taking NyQuil, but 3 times a day. So today's homework, we have a special election in Florida on April 1st. They are for the 1st congressional district and the 6th congressional district. If you know someone in those areas, call them and activate them to vote. District 1 runs along where Florida borders Alabama through to Defuniak Springs and Freeport. People who live in Miramar Beach, Seaside, Pensacola, Fort Walton Beach, Destin, they're also included. Gay Valamont is running and her campaign needs help with canvassing. It's spring break there right now and it could be a real good time. If you can't fly down, they're also looking for help with phone calls, so you can do that from wherever you are. Her website is listed in the video description. Congressional District 6 covers Palm Coast, Daytona, Ormond Beach, New Smyrna, Mount Dora, and the villages, Eustis, Palatka, and Interlaken. They need help there too, and the website for them is down below as well. And if you know someone in those areas, activate them to vote. I got some people to call. Our second assignment is to repost a short video from a creator who's sharing our message about how the rich is stealing from everyone. Right now, I'm thinking through the ways that our government can actually retaliate since they now have access to the ACH system, the automated clearinghouse. And this is how your electronic payments are processed. Think your direct deposit. For your favorite creators, sharing their messages that need to get out, that's actually their income. And after seeing the lack of news about the Veterans March, it's a scenario that we all have to think about. With money being spent mostly electronically, how do we protect ourselves from this potential harm? Like I said, I have the spins, so I really haven't fleshed out these ideas. Tell me your thoughts in the comments. Last assignment, subscribe if you haven't, and then watch this. All right, bye.